In this video, you're going to learn how to analyze your Quora stats in order to know how to grow. And also, I'm going to show you how to track in Google Analytics how much traffic all these Quora answers are actually delivering to your site. And I'll show you how to set it up so you can even track how much traffic one individual question is bringing in. So firstly, let's get started by looking at the Quora stats. To access them, you can just come and click on your icon and then click on stats. And you can see your answer views, upvotes and shares over the last 30 days. And you can extend that out if you want to 3 months or all time as well. Now below here, you can just see a view by day, a graph of that. And then over here, and perhaps the most interesting part, is the number of answer views by question. And so the top question here has the most amount of answer views. And this is really helpful to know because then you can continue to answer more questions like your top questions. And that will allow you just to get a lot more answer views and exposure across Quora. So what I would do is have a look at my top question. Look at the way that I laid this out. And maybe use a similar format in future because obviously this was successful. This got a lot of upvotes. It's got a lot of views. And what I could also do is not only look at the format of how I answered that, but also come into the question as well. And maybe I could have a look at these questions that are related and continue to answer those related questions. And again, I could answer those later if I wanted to add those to the list. So the easy way to grow on Quora is just to do more of what is working and continue to answer related questions to your top answers. Now, the stats is pretty basic here on Quora, but probably that's all you really need to see. You just want to see what your top answers are and answer more questions like that. Now, it is interesting to see how many views we're getting, but the real test of the return on investment for our Quora marketing efforts is to understand how much traffic that is actually driving to our website. And so what we really want to see, like I can see here in Google Analytics, is how much traffic an individual question is bringing. And so this is pretty good. I can see that 414 sessions in a 30-day period just from one question in Quora, and also that this has actually led to 54 email signups. So that is a really great result from answering a question on Quora. And I'll show you the question here. Okay, this is Google Analytics. And so the way that I can understand and get that information in Google Analytics is really by using a special link at the end of my question here. So if I open this up, if I go to edit this, I'll show you what the link looks like, and then I'll show you how to create that link. So maybe I can see this. No, I can't. Well, essentially, this is the way that we understand and get this information in Google Analytics is by creating this special link. So to create the special link, what you want to do is go ahead and type into Google Analytics URL Builder. And that's going to bring up this free tool from Google Analytics where we can really input the page on our website that we want to send people to from our Quora question. So the next thing we need to put in is our campaign source. So it's going to be Quora. Our medium is social, meaning people are coming here organically through that social network. And then we want to put in our campaign name. And I'll show you what this looks like. You can see our campaign name. We can see in Google Analytics under our campaigns report. And then if we click in, we can see the source we've put in and the medium, Quora social. So the information that you put into this URL builder is what you are going to see in your Google Analytics reports. And if you use this link then, if you copy this link and then you use that link in your Quora answer. So I'll paste this in and add that. Now, anytime anybody clicks on this link and comes through to my website, that's going to be recorded in Google Analytics. And then I know definitely where I'm getting my traffic from Quora, how many visits and email signups that is contributing to, and even what individual questions are delivering the most amount of traffic. And that is really the most accurate way to make sure that your Quora efforts are paying off, and really to see which of the questions not only get the most views, but the questions that really get you the most website visits and say email signups, or even it could be sales on your product. So now that you understand how to analyze your Quora stats and to create the links with the URL builder so that you can track this in Google Analytics, go ahead and do it for yourself so you can really track the return on investment for your Quora marketing effort.